So now the men's sprint medley, 1,000 meters relay to give it its full title.
The sprint medley relay, 1,000 meter men's final.
Czechia looking very, very dangerous indeed. Had an outing of 1:52.11 in their heat. And very close to the championship record of 1:51.62, which is held by Poland from Banska Bystrica 2 years ago. And they've changed their lineup around, strengthened it. So on the outside, it's Germany with Nikam, Wust, Perner and Stepan. Spain, the sprint medalist, De La Heras, Pineda, Sola, and the 400 meters hurdlist, silver medalist, Junior. Italy, Capolino, Petagli, Borella. And Nessini, Slovak Republic, Kolek, Nemeth and Karp. Slovak Republic starting with Kolak at the 100 meters medalist, Nemeth on the second leg, and 400 meters winner Karp on the leading leg. Turček ran the second leg in the heats, followed by Varjak, who ran the third leg. Bednarik and Marek. Bednarik winning the silver medal in the individual 400 meters. Bednarik the bronze. Really talented Czechia quartet. Switzerland, Savoys, Bondelaz, Mayaraz and Decimos. Portugal, Almeida, Dos Santos, Vieira and Santos. And on the inside, France, with the quartet of Ibanez, the long jumper Gorilov, Marks, and the fastest 100-meter man in Europe this year, joint fastest, Dylan Tello on the anchor leg. He's running the 400 meters. That'll be something to see. So from the inside, France, Portugal, Switzerland, Czechia, Slovakia, Italy, Spain, and Germany. Well, really impressed this morning. Czechia, Spain and Slovakia all getting national under-18 records. Czechia looked particularly strong, having brought in those two 400-meter medalists, Bednarik and Marek, on the last two legs. Well, De La Heras for Spain is quickly away. Certainly the quickest round the bend. Unusual to have 100 meters around the bend. Oh, what a messy changeover from the Spaniards. De La Heras to Pineda. And the Germans going well on the outside with Wust. They've got to go round the bend, so to speak. And it's Pineda of Spain recovering from that poor changeover. He's going to hand over to Sola, and the Spaniards are the first to change over. But now these are the legs where the Czechia athletes are going to show their strength. Bednarik now trying to claw back the deficit on the flying Spaniard. Sola running out of his skin. He was in great form this morning on the third leg in the heat, and he's showing his class once again. One of those men who may not shine individually, but come into their own on the relay. Germany's Penner as well. Now Bednarik having to go the long way round. The German is flicking his way out to the outside. So Sola hands over to Lunyo. It was Herrera on the anchor leg this morning, but it's Lunyo, the 400 meters hurdles. And look at Dylan Tello. He's just exploded. Somebody's lit the blue touch paper. Well, we know him as a 100 and 200 meter man. Can he hold on? This is 400 meters. I hope he's got his timing right. I hope he knows what he's doing, because that was an unbelievable surge. But now catching up with him, it's the Czechia silver medalist from the individual 400 meters, Jakub Marek. Luno going around, the tiring, the flagging Tello. And it's going to be Czechia who win. Let's keep an eye on the clock. 1:51.44. It's a championship record. Poland's record from 2 years ago, consigned to history. So the Czechia quartet of Turček, Vardzak, Bednarik and Marek take gold, and the championship record in the sprint medley 1,000 meter relay. A fantastic run and so well timed from Jakub Marek. Spain reduced their national under-18 record even further, 1:51.81. They had that record in the heat. And Tello, well, that'll be a talking point, but he brings France home into the bronze medal position.
It was like he went into fast forward. Absolutely amazing. And I thought he may have gone a little bit too early. Marek pushed Karp so close in that individual 400 final, and he really showed great pacing there and great patience, because he knew that Tello would tire eventually. Czechia thoroughly deserved that. It was a great performance. I was kind of hoping that Tello would hang on for the bronze, and he did, just despite the fact that the Italians were beginning to reel him in. But Czechia have a great quartet, and they thoroughly deserve that title.
And the reserves have come onto the track as well. The two men who got Czechia into the final from this morning, before they brought in Bednarik and Marek. There we see Vic. Vic had the opening leg this morning. And the Spanish men and women have joined forces for a great group photo. Well, Luno doing so well to take the silver medal. Once again, Spain reducing their national record. Tello, well, I just wonder whether he's thinking of a career over 400 meters.
It was some moment, wasn't it? It was like watching him in fast forward. You were breathless.
I thought he'd been blown out of a cannon. It was literally like that. He was just flew forward. I hope they show it again.
Oh, they've got to. It was absolutely incredible. Fair play to Luno. What a couple of days he's had, and what an evening he's had to try and go again as he did there, especially with the quality of Marek. Right, let's see if we get Tello. Oh, we didn't see it. This was where he was beginning to wade through treacle. At this stage, I thought Tello might end up getting caught, but he did hang on really well, and I think he might flirt with the 400. Great way to anchor them home with Marek. Wonderful run from Luno. He wasn't blown out the water there by Marek, and Tello put his arms up across the line when he realised that Nencini and Stefan weren't going to close on him. Luno was still showing good strength at the end, but Marek had already done enough. Watch the reaction if the camera keeps going long enough for Tello. More than a hint of relief when those arms go up. Boom! I've anchored them to the bronze. He came out of nowhere down that back straight. It was rather extraordinary to see that. And well done to Marek. He gets his gold after individual silver.
Yes, it was a fantastic last leg from Jakub Marek. That was a really good performance from Marek. I have to say, Tello, who's still wearing the bib that he had at the start of the 100 meters, signifying he's the European leader in the 100 meters coming into these championships. So there we have it, Czechia, new championship record, 1:51.44, just under a second outside of the European